take sugar? 1 cube or 2? I want to help. Absorption test. Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Ya, gagal.
Absorption test.
Kurang tinggi. Akhirnya.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a all right, let's follow your plan. Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, right. Oh, that's... Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another...
If only I stumbled upon lab supplies as often. day's work.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat it? No. Wait. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest. Now Paimon's mad.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, Shane?
What nonsense! Seize these
Well, here they come.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Oh, so sorry. Retreat!
Who goes there?
Steady as stone.
With the triad!
Leave it all to me.
Take the target alive!
Tactical! Retreat!
Attack! Take this!
Missed a spot. Steady as stone.
Who's there?
Time to
Take the
clean up.
target alive! Attack!
Tactical! Retreat!
With the triad!
Stop. What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people set up.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go?
We're invited guests here to look for the lead.
Well, as it happens,
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuhung of the... I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich...
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, it was fixed. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechan...
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So,
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral...
we're not on taking sides. We spoke with the...
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious air.
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin. I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepta... Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she... The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even...
Another...
I'll stop here. Honestly, you should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts.
Favor? But, wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture!
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to... You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
That Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool... So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see it? Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a soup. Why don't we go with that for a gift? With a certain boom shakalaka of, let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and...
Ooh, wonderful.
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious. That's the one!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
This moment will be frozen in time.
As a dutiful maid would. Come a little closer. Heep, heep. Yep. You're in for a little shock. Yeah. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this!
Is it just... Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those rooms. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have... Animal hypostasis amulet?
You're open!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was...
Aw, it was nothing.
I understand. Don't worry. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you...
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking...
Oh?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know. You can go see...
Great! Time on sugar frosted...
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice...
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least...
Yep. Hang on a moment. Could we borrow...
Sure. Please help yourself.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, it's done!
Oh, yes. You...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into the...
This is a piece of paper.
According to coaching, this... Excuse me, do you...
Yes. How many would...
It's not convenient to speak of...
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yeah.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess, but for...
Oh, cantik banget.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Car.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting,
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, at first, it was but the size of one room. Now, one day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with... As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since...
what?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wang...
Wait, was...
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of... At the Gui...
you weren't peeking on us from the skies, though.
I fear that peeking would... Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after... Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not... In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built... You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural... Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days. God... Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them, hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy you're talking...
What do you think, Traveler?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourself...
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over...
Ooh, isn't this that?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no... If possible, I'd like to have your... But if you were to choose the more trustworthy... You'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Chising, but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I must say that I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Leo's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumor. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very... I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize this. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Chising only provided... Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does...
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to... One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for... Just imagine. How much more a... Let's grab one! The biggest... Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is... La 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 la. Let's... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission something... Aw, that doesn't sound... This piece of paper shows that a Chising... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of... But research on the Sigil of Speaking of which, there's also... Oh, well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang? That's way out of Paimon's league. Anyway, we'll see if you're on. Before we look for Zhongli, do you...
This gives good market insights. Looks stunning today.
Ratatouille at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too.
Freshness frostbite. Chill to the bone.
Steady as stone.
Frozen food. Collect myself.
Come a little closer.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Let's end this quickly. I will end you. Chill to the bone. Let's not waste time. Use this first.
But they still need me.
Dodge this.
Leave it all to me.
Let's end this quickly.
I missed a spot.
Frozen food.
It was my honor to serve you. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Freeze. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time. I guess this is it. Freeze. That seemed to work.
Surrendering will be gentle.
Cool it. Use this first. Freeze. That seemed to work. Dodge this. Use this first.
Stand clear.
What an annoyance. That seemed to work. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Swirl. Mark 2. Absorption test.
This is trouble. This should be fun.
Cool it!
Leave it all to me.
Not much of a sweat. My work finished.
Steady as stone. I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance.
Shouldn't get careless.
Yeah.
Dodge this!
Diaran kan pembangunan.
You need to hurry up.
Leave it all to me.
This one's well done.
Yeah.
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry. You need to hurry up. Ah, this one's well done.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Ah, dodge this!
Stand clear.
You need to hurry up.
Yeah.
Roast and fry.
Yeah.
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Steady as stone.
Cook this through.
Absorption test. There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon seen this pattern. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like... But how did a relic... Oh, that's right. Cloud talismans like that were... Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission. Being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thick... Alright, that's enough. The last stop on our rite of part. Let's go!
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and
Indeed. It's second to none. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
she's super rich and so generous. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different.
Oh. So you also met with...
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed.
No reason. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's...
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies. Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in... Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is oath...
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listened before the Archon War. Dihua Marsh was all dry. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved, and wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make...
So how good is your singing? Really? What?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Come a little closer.
I missed a spot. Time to clean up. I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. Absorption test.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Come a little closer.
weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit
This little monster is known as a The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long.
Well, that's nice and all, but
Unfortunately,
that's so late.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you that reminds me.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh.
She's acting different from the first time we...
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan.
You came all the way out here to see the...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from. Whenever my duties take me near you...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden of the current 7 Archons, this means that Liyue had been under Rex...
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine... But as an Adeptus, I think I will
Huh? Did you just say...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Well, let's save that I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See...
We dare.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you...
Indeed, I did. I know...
Wow, so you really know your stuff.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this if you would excuse me, I should return to...
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine it.
I've had enough Beginning a new undertaking is all, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Jolly sound... Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue.
Ah!
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and...
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every movement. These are desperate times.
Desperate time.
The Adepti of Joyin Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit.
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge...
Surely the Liyue Qixing.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands.
And what now?
That's all Ningguang's. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must... Only now do they want to start keeping... Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's closest friends. Please understand that...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Well, neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also...
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying...
Having connections with the Fatui Sea... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone who wants to see the whole city turn, he must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching. But where could we find it? Where are we going with this?
Yeah.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it would... This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case... Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky trick. But even if we can't take any, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora, it's like a dream... Oh, right! It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia...
What's the hurry?
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross. And, where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of... If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put... Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, either way, we now come to my favorite, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking...
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her... When she faces a worthy opponent, she will... But as for me, the great...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just... Besides, you could never defeat me. Fighting talk, I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. What? So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Poor timing.
Leave it all to me.
Try this. Run all you like. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or...
Animal test 6308.
Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. You've got some skills.
Stand clear.
All you do is run. Freeze. Nobody's hiding back there.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute.
All you do is run. My turn. Don't push your luck. I'll crush you. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
going to cost you! Yeah! You got the noses ahead. Didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
Take it?
Dodge this!
Animal test 6308.
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it! Don't push your luck. Dodge this! Die here.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was... And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis. No matter where...
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me sad. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be
Pretty sure that's not the normal.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again. In fact, it might be that the Exuvi...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers. As such, we must now look to our
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui.
So what are you planning to...
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's...
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who, if such an ancient god were to be unleashed, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, using the powers of ancient gods, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
You're welcome, Charlie. Give me your...
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just... Did we make it in time?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing this overlord of...
It's not just you. You've got new Millilith recruits who can't even... Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets...
So the Archon War was fought 2,000... So will the power of the Chising, Millilith...
We've already discussed this together.
What?
The Qi did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did for what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanism?
I suppose so be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong. We haven't a moment to spare. Our... Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. What wishes to witness.
Looks like I went too far.
I'll catch you.
Don't get frostbite.
Freeze! I miscalculated.
I must leave no stone unturned. What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Back into it! My duty! Not going anywhere!
Someone needs assistance.
Don't get in the way! It isn't time for a break yet! My work!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast! I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle. Frozen in time.
Look at...
Dodge this! Cool it! Oh, I'm so scared.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Time to clean up. Look at me. Just once. I must leave no stone unturned.
This isn't good. Looks like I went too far. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Nyentrik bajunya. Nyentrik.
Is it finally
The ominous aura of that monster has the effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't
Save your flattery.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retain. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business at first, it is a testament to Ningguang's seeing the Jade Chamber.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could have... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the but that does not mean that the Liyue do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of protecting?
I mean no offense. I simply hope...
Forebears, you say? One doubt.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive and but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife
Each of the 7 nations has its own
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock.
All right, all right. Didn't it?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the mill. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last, although I am a mere...
Huh? Why does everyone look so
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong when danger is near, everyone always Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for. Although their blood is weak, there is the time of contracts between God.
Seeing the portal.
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adept.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons. One fears that by the time one finally grasps fair enough. Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry.
Looks like the conflict between Oh, right! It's nice that Child wanted to unleash the god, but we were able to handle the... Oh, and speaking of that... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting? That we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's going. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Is there nothing I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at...
Doesn't the Northland Bank... Last time we saw Zhongli was... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that everything is...
Fascinating.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers?
Child. Besides, aren't you... Oh. Seems that some of...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met one... Ah, right.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liua was near...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted...
Oh, now don't say that. Besides, I thought we were getting along. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. So
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of... You remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but what?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds, asking...
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already... So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the adept. Indeed I was. The Gnosis which I had kept for so... That's right. Which is why...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Lee.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the... Credit is also due to Senora. The emissary This meant I could remain as Zhong. All of these things turned out as I had expected them to do no more. They seized the opportunity to... Huh? On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it would...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played... If you hadn't created the press...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may. You've come...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my...
Fine. I'll meet you there later.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of... As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
How fortunate.
Stands guard.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the...
Say.
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits. Still, what sort of super...
Ah, forget it.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this so Rex Lapis is... Oh, come... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard the Fatui. They Shh! Lower your voice.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, gods and adepti live glorious lives. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that having been thwarted in his trial. Rex Lapis's... Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation? So that's how something feels off. What? Could the Qixing already have known? Did Zhongli... Exactly, right? Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching.
As said previously, Rex Lap...
3,700 years of
We, the people of Liyue, were in the long, unending... Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we
So concludes the words of... Does Her Eminence the...
Huh? Is she looking...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is...
Is that the traveler who they say...
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repaid. Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Perhaps...
As for the mortal...
And but it's... well...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is cut, and here you are looking...
Why would I? Right. If the two...
Ha! That's
You're right. I do.
But why would Morax like...
As the Rex Lapis Morax. When I was journeying with you,
Oh, no wonder! But since you weren't used to...
well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not... The Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true.
Paimon thinks...
I fear that continuing your journey may be The Electro-Archon Ball.
Paimon thinks we've heard...
That is the case. And since Raiden...
That said, though people at the... Zhongli, since you're Rex...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond... But if a person shows true... This is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year,
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize...
They want to seize visions.
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom. The fact that even I, knowing her, she must... 7 ideals for... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Since Morax... Also, isn't the gold...
The Mora present now...
This is...
Yes, this is indeed well, I suppose...
Then, did you at least set some price...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't... All right then. Was there anything else?
Yeah, about that...
These are indeed fault. I've heard that Ningguang is... Those... All right then. Was there anything... Well then.